back, part 2 of the 3rd gen build. So today, this is the second day I've owned it. Today we're taking off the knuckles and we're popping up the ball joints. I'm gonna order all them. I have to order a new wheel bearing because if you try to get this one out, I'm not gonna trust it. The other side's brand new, this side isn't. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna order paint for it, and we're gonna order rockers for it, and then this weekend we're gonna order the bed, or go find the bed. So we're just gonna continue working on the front end, and it's like 3:30 right now, I think. So I've been out here all day. These things are just extremely rusted on, and I've been air hammering them, and I got pickle forks to try and break a knuckle off and break it loose, but I've been getting it. That's the main goal for today. And then as soon as the rockers get here, then we can start cutting out that. Today, the main priority is getting the knuckles off and getting our parts ordered. And I'll show you guys how much that costs later. Okay, here's the knuckle for the passenger side. What I'm gonna do to these is, I know people can't see them, but I really want them to look good because I'm really particular about how I build things. So I'm gonna clean all these up. I'm gonna wire brush them, get all the rust off, and we're just gonna paint them black. And so everything's gonna be painted black. I figured out the problem with the brakes on that side. The guy just put the caliper mounting bracket on wrong and it was rubbing on the caliper, or rubbing on the rotor, sorry. So I'm gonna turn both those rotors because they are brand new. The calipers are brand new, and both of them are good. They return back. So I'm gonna redo that. I'm gonna paint the caliper mounting brackets, everything like that. So if you look under this truck, I want it to be professional and built right. Especially for the amount of time putting in this truck. I'm not going to want to half-ass something when, I know what went into it. I know a lot of people can just, put trucks together and make them look good, but I want it to be built good. I want this to last someone. I want to build a name for myself. All right, so it's a few days later now. So we got the ball joints out, crest out and everything. I'm going to replace that wheel bearing. And I got all my parts, but before I put the parts on, I want to everything up here wire wheeled and undercoated. Now, here's the old ball joint. You can tell that's probably the worst ball joint I've ever seen on 3rd gen Dodge, and I've done it a few times. So, yep, I haven't been recording in a few days. I got a couple cans of undercoat there. I just want to get this front end looking great, and before I put anything on it, and I got to clean up, where all the ball joints go in. I'm going to sand them down, get a good area for them to press in there. Got the hood off here. You can really see the damage to it. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to sand it down. We're going to throw a primer, a base coat, and a clear coat on it, the same color. And we're going to try and get it to match exactly like this factory color here. And obviously the roof, the top of the doors have the same thing going for them, so we're gonna do that too. And yeah, the rest of it, it can all be buffed. Maybe sanded down with the clay bar in some areas, but that's where we're at right now. I'm gonna break out the wire wheel. I'm gonna start getting at the front of it, and I'll update you guys here in a little bit. Okay, so we just finished up the both sides of the front end. Look 10,000 times better. I mean, it makes a big difference. Looks a lot better. Now we got all the tie rods and everything right here. Here's our 4 new ball joints, our 2 tie rods, 2 tie rod ends, and 2 threaded sleeves. tie rods on. Come look. In the knuckles, the last thing I was doing was putting the ball joints in, but I just put the tie rods together. Come to the front. They're all together. They're kind of in line. Like I used them in like the same area that the last ones were in. So this side, they're all on, knuckles on, and everything. Yeah. Very nice. Okay, so we got everything installed. Tie rod, steering stabilizer. Everything's on, as you can see. Ball joints are in, knuckles are on. Now it's time to put our new, that's a new wheel bearing. And this is a brand new wheel bearing for this side, because this had the original wheel bearing on it. So I wanted to get that one new. And this is all cleaned up nice and well with the wire brush. Just so happened that it was the perfect size. So I'm gonna put the wheel bearing on, and then we'll be all set. We'll put all the brakes back on. I bought brand new pads and everything because the rotors are still good. I am gonna have them turned, but we got new pads and clips. And we'll clean up the brackets real well with our wire brush and throw it all on. And also last night went and picked up this bed for it. It's a 6.5 foot bed, or 6.5, and it came with a new rear bumper, came with tail lights and a bump, or obviously the bumper, tail lights, and it had all the bed bolts in it. And I mean, this thing's clean. There's absolutely no Bondo in it. So it's been repainted. They did a kind of crappy job. They painted like right over the bed, spray and bed liner. Didn't sand it down. So we're gonna strip it down and get a better coat of paint on it. But I mean, this thing is absolutely clean. There's not one imperfection on it, except for the fact that it was dirty because it's snowing outside and we drove an hour and a half home. But looks like it used to be white, and they put this ugly kind of blue on it. And there is no kind of mud guard in the back. So I'm gonna go take it out of the old bed, bolt it in, and have oh, this side does have it like that. So I'll take it out of the other bed and put it in this one, but this one's flawless. We'll get it painted and put it on. Okay, so we just got this. We stopped working on the truck for a minute. Just came in the mail. It should be the last part to the front end. Sway bar links, because I was gonna clean up the other ones, but I was like, everything else is brand new. We might as well throw in some new links and bushings. On my truck it's different. They have like the pivot one. I don't know what it's called. Came with my lift, but yeah, we have greasable sway bar links. I don't know if the old ones are greasable or not. I think they were. So as you can see here, we have the new wheel bearing in. So everything's torqued. We have the half shaft back in. We have tie rod on. It's not torqued down yet. Both ball joints are greased and cleaned up. That on. And then we're going to cut out the cab corners and rockers and paint them. And that's the last thing we're doing on the truck, and then it's going for sale. Actually, no, I decided we're putting a new windshield on it because I couldn't sell a truck with a bad windshield. Show the crack. Okay. It's shown. So, this side is done, minus the brakes. We have grease, a little bit too much grease. This video, we're gonna finish the front end. We're gonna get everything back together. We're gonna get our rotors turned over there. Get everything back together. This is all gonna be cleaned up, and we're gonna start working on polishing the wheels because they're gonna have to go back on soon. And we're gonna work on the rest of the drivetrain. So we're gonna get, we're gonna grease the drive shaft because all the U-joints on it are good. I already checked them. We're gonna grease the drive shaft. We're gonna finish wire wheeling down the rear frame and underneath the truck, and we're gonna undercoat all that, and then sand it down, ready to primer. We're obviously gonna take that out. We're gonna spray bed liner on because whoever painted this sprayed over the spray on bed liner right here. So we're gonna strip this down. And so we're gonna put new spray and bed liner on it. So whoever has the truck next can obviously work and use the truck for what it's for, putting shit in the bed. Not for putting KG1s on and calling it a race truck. Okay. So that's for next video, and that's gonna call it for today. And I'll keep you guys updated. Comment with any questions you might have, or if you're interested in the truck.